students, in this series of lectures where I will tell you in about 3 or 4 lectures how to study the anatomy, that means the various branches of anatomy. Today is the first lecture where I will tell you how to study the gross anatomy, which will be the major portion in the subject of anatomy. Now these are just for those students who are newly admitted students, और वो लोग बहुत से लोग डरते हैं, परेशान होते हैं कि एनाटॉमी सुना है कि बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट सब्जेक्ट है, उसे हम कैसे पढ़ेंगे. फॉर दोज स्टूडेंट्स I will tell you not to afraid, and I will give some of the hints that if you are regular in your studies, okay, आप बराबर नियमित रूप से क्लास अटेंड करते हैं तो एनाटॉमी समझने में या याद रखने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी. So with this introduction, I go to the next slide. Now, for this newly admitted students जो कि अभी अभी एडमिट हुए हैं या एडमिट होने वाले हैं स्टूडेंट, जो कि MBBS के हो सकते हैं, BDS के, BPT के या नर्सिंग के भी हो सकते हैं, BSc नर्सिंग, बिकॉज इन सभी कोर्सेस में एनाटॉमी पढ़ाई जाती है. So all those students who are newly admitted, I will like to congratulate to you and to your parents, because without your parents it would have not been possible to get the admission. Okay, they must have worked really very hard. आपके अभिभावकों ने आपके लिए बहुत ही मेहनत की होगी. ओके, रात दिन आपकी मदर आपके साथ जागी होंगी, उन्होंने आपका ख्याल रखा होगा, आपके फादर्स ने आपके लिए बहुत मेहनत करके ओके आपको मेडिकल कॉलेज तक की एडमिशन दिलाई है. ओके, तो उस एडमिशन का, उन अपने पेरेंट्स का आप सम्मान करें, इसलिए कि उन्होंने आपको इस लायक बनाया कि आप इन कोर्सेस में आ सके. Similarly, you should also be thankful to your teachers. Okay, without your teachers, those who were in your coaching class or in your schools, those who have given you the good training so that you can get the admissions in a difficult course like medical and paramedical courses. Okay, now for the anatomy, okay, and the courses which are learnt in the first year. Okay, in the first year of the various courses including the MBBS and BDS, I think to certain extent to the BPT and nursing, you will majorly learn the three major subjects. So there are three major subjects to be learned into the first year, and these are the anatomy, okay, physiology and biochemistry, out of which anatomy is considered to be a little difficult subject, because then you will have to you have to study so many aspects of the anatomy, and I will tell you why it is difficult and how to overcome this fear of the subject. Okay, so out of these three subjects, now I will limit myself to the description of anatomy. Since I am the professor of anatomy, I will not go you to tell you how to study physiology or biochemistry. I will just tell you about the anatomy only. Now, अगर हम एनाटॉमी सब्जेक्ट को देखें तो एनाटॉमी के कई सब डिविजन्स हैं. मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट, जो कि आपका 60 से 65% ऑफ राइट अप टू 60 to 60% ऑफ योर टाइम इन एनाटॉमी डिपार्टमेंट विल बी स्पेंट इन लर्निंग द ग्रॉस एनाटॉमी. सो द ग्रॉस एनाटॉमी सब्जेक्ट आपको मेजर सब्जेक्ट होगा एनाटॉमी डिपार्टमेंट में. Then you will learn the histology, which is learned with the help of the microscope. So it is called as the microscopic anatomy also. There will be the embryology lectures also. Okay, about 30 to 40 lectures are taken in embryology, and similarly about 30 to 35 lectures are taken in the histology subject also. Then there will be a minor subject, genetics. You must have read the genetics in your lower classes, say for example in 12th, in great detail, and that's why you will not face much problem. And genetics is a minor subject in first year of MBBS. Okay, so I am passing to the next slide after you have learned that कि कौन कौन से सब्जेक्ट जो होंगे जो कि फर्स्ट ईयर एनाटॉमी में पढ़ने पड़ेंगे. Now let us come to the gross anatomy, because this I mean to say video is meant only for gross anatomy. I will tell you in other videos about embryology and histology and genetics, but this is for gross anatomy. Gross anatomy पढ़ने के लिए पहले हमें जानना जरूरी है कि gross anatomy किसे कहते हैं. So if you see the definition of the gross anatomy, anatomy is the study of the structure of human body and relationship among these structure. That means you will have to study the structure of human body, not only external structure, internal, anything, external as well as internal structure. That's why the broad term is the structure of the human body you will have to learn. And then this is not only thing, then you will have to learn the relationship among the structure. In the lower classes, when you were learning in zoology the anatomy of the animals, you were only learning the structures. You were not learning the relationship among these structures. अब ये relationship among the structures का क्या मतलब है? When I say that relationship among the structure, in the medical anatomy or human anatomy, you will have to learn a particular structure. Say for stomach, first you learn the structure of the stomach or any other organ, say for kidney, and then what you did, what you will have to learn in addition to the structure is that what lies in front of the kidney or stomach, what lies behind it, what lies above it, what lies below it, means all other organs are structure. Blood vessels, okay, what lies, okay, on the sides, on the sides. So all around, what are the other structure, blood vessels and nerves and organs which are related to that particular organ. And this is very important, and this is the reason कि एनाटॉमी बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाती है, क्योंकि आपको स्ट्रक्चर ही नहीं पढ़ना है. You have to learn also the interrelationship among the structure. That's why it becomes little difficult. Okay, but I will give you a hint so that how you overcome this fear of learning the interrelationship of the structure. Thus, gross anatomy is defined as the study of the structure that can be seen with the help of naked eyes. So gross anatomy, gross का मतलब है मोटा मोटा. Okay, so when you are learning the structure of human body, whether it is external or internal structure is there, then you have to learn it without the help of microscope or any other structure. You have to see it with your naked eye, handle it with your hands, and then learn it. So that's why it is called as gross anatomy. तो ग्रॉस एनाटॉमी का मतलब ये हुआ कि जब आप एनाटॉमिकल स्ट्रक्चर्स के बॉडी के इंटरनल या एक्सटर्नल उसको पढ़ें, तब आप सिर्फ उसको देख कर पढ़ें, इसलिए इसे ग्रॉस एनाटॉमी कही जाती है. Now this gross anatomy is learned with the help of, that means in first year it will be taught to you by lectures. There will be at least 4 or 5 lectures per week in the gross anatomy itself. Then there will be, the teacher will take you in small groups which are called as the demonstration, where they will teach you about the bones, okay, about the visceras, okay, space. Then there will be, you will be going after learning the demonstration and lectures, okay, and then you will dissect that structure in the dissection hall on the dead person or cadavers. What we call it as cadavers or dead body, you will dissect it, so that this will complete the study of the gross anatomy. In this way, we will learn by many lectures, many demonstrations, and many dissections the gross anatomy. Let's come to see this. Okay. What is taught for the first 2 weeks in Department of Anatomy? जैसे कि आप न्यूली एडमिटेड स्टूडेंट हैं या जाने वाले हैं, तो आपको लगेगा कि हम एनाटॉमी की स्टडी कैसे करेंगे. फर्स्ट 2 वीक्स में या 10 दिनों में, पहले 10 दिनों में, डिपेंडिंग ऑन डिपार्टमेंट कितनी जल्दी, ओके, आपको एक किताब पढ़ाएगा जिस किताब का नाम है जनरल एनाटॉमी। इस सब्जेक्ट का नाम है, ये एक छोटी सी किताब होती है, आई मीन टू से around 300 pages or 200, I'm sorry, not 300, it is around 200 pages or 150 pages के अराउंड एक छोटी सी किताब है जिसका नाम होता है जनरल एनाटॉमी। सो सभी एनाटॉमी डिपार्टमेंट वर्ल्ड ओवर पहले 10-15 दिनों में सिर्फ इस बात की ट्रेनिंग देते हैं कि आप बाद में कैसे ग्रॉस एनाटॉमी को पढ़ेंगे। ओके, similarly, okay, they will also teach you other things, but since we are confining ourselves to the gross anatomy, I will tell you that first 15 days or 10 days at the most are devoted for the learning of the general anatomy. Okay, और जनरल एनाटॉमी कैसे पढ़ी जाती है पहले 15 दिन में या 10 दिन में? There will be lectures. Okay, there will be many lectures, almost 10 to 12 lectures will be there. Then they will ask you to go to dissection hall where they will show this whatsoever you have taught, whatsoever you have learned in the lecture, they will actually show you. तो जनरल एनाटॉमी होती क्या है? What is general anatomy? This will be the basis of learning of the gross anatomy. But I will say that कि बिना जनरल एनाटॉमी पढ़े आप ग्रॉस एनाटॉमी नहीं पढ़ पाएंगे। तो ये पहले के 10 या 15 दिन आपके लिए बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट हैं। इन क्लासेस को आप मिस नहीं कर सकते। आपको जनरल एनाटॉमी अच्छी तरह से समझ लेना चाहिए, नहीं तो वो बाद में मुश्किल होगी। मैं ऐसा क्यों कह रहा हूँ? Why I am saying like that? Because they will teach you about the vocabulary, okay, a language in which the general anatomy, in which the anatomy is learned, in which the medical science is learned, okay, and this language has to be learned. A language means there will be some terms, some words which you have not will be been using into your general life. Okay, a general person, only the medical people, they use those, that will be taught you. Then they will tell you many things about the body, okay, human body. Okay, then they will tell you about the various structures in general, about skin, about muscle, about connective tissue fascia, that is superficial and deep fascia. They will tell you about the skeletal muscle, they will tell you about the bones, the joints, okay, about some viscera system, nervous system, okay, cardiovascular system, okay. All this structure in general introductory classes will be taken, and on the basis of which will help you to learn the gross anatomy throughout the year, okay. Otherwise it will be real difficult. So these classes are very important. So the book of general anatomy to learn is very important. What those who are waiting for their admissions or classes to be started, I will suggest you go and purchase a book on general anatomy and start learning it, okay, start reading it, so that when you will go to your medical school you will not face any problem. Most of the things you will already understand which are given in general anatomy, because you have been the student of the zoology. Okay, then now gross anatomy है वो कैसे पढ़ाई जाती है? That means here we follow in almost all the medical schools of the world, we follow that we learn the structure of the body as the anatomy is defined region by region. कहने का मतलब ये है, पहले आपको अपर लिम्ब पढ़ाएंगे, फिर शायद लोअर लिम्ब पढ़ा दें, फिर आपको थोरैक्स का पोर्शन पढ़ा दें, एब्डोमेन, रीजन बाय रीजन एनाटॉमी, इसको रीजनल एनाटॉमी भी बोलते हैं। ओके, so various school they follow in, but in most of the medical colleges and school the upper limb is the first to be dissected, because it is easier part to be dissected, okay, and to understand also. Okay, none of the medical college, I don't think in the entire world starts with the head and neck, which is difficult region of the body. Okay, पर इस रीजनल एनाटॉमी पढ़ने के पहले, जैसे आप अपर लिम्ब के बारे में क्लासेस शुरू होंगी या लोअर लिम्ब या आप डिसेक्शन में जाएंगे, ओके, देयर you are not prepared to learn the regional anatomy unless and until you learn the bones. Say for example, in your medical school, if or college, if they are starting with the dissection of the upper limb, or they are teaching the lectures on upper limb, they will first teach you, before you go to dissect the upper limb, they will first teach you the bones. Okay, so it is compulsory to learn the bones first, and then you go to the dissection, and then you go to the lectures. Without learning the bones, the lectures will be difficult to understand, and even dissection will be difficult. Okay, why I am saying so? Because the bones and skeleton form the basis of your body, on which various muscles are attached, blood vessels and nerves, they are in relation to the bones. So a knowledge of the bones is important before you go to the lectures of gross anatomy. So they will be teaching you the bones before you go to the region to dissect, okay, with the help of demonstration class. They will take you in small groups and will teach you the bones. Okay, don't worry, they will teach you very nicely these bones, and once you have learned the bones, then the lectures, to understand the lectures and dissection, will become much more easy. Now, remember that the gross anatomy is difficult because, as I told you previously also, not that you have to remember the structure, okay, of any organ or of any region, but you have also to remember the relationship, what lies in front, what lies behind, what lies above or below. Okay, all those nerves and vessels and organs, they are very important. Okay, and that's why it become little difficult. But it will not be if you are attending your bones class first, that is demonstration on osteology, okay, first, okay, and then you are going to regularly to the lecture classes in gross anatomy, and coming to the dissection hall, and with your own hand, if you are dissecting, there is nothing, you will not face any problem. I am sure you will not face any problem. So remain confident, don't be in tension, okay, but only condition is that you have to be regular in your classes. Okay. Now, some of the hints are there which will help you to understand your lecture, I mean say your gross anatomy learning. Okay, and this is number one is be regular in class. Again and again मैं बार बार कह रहा हूँ, आपको क्लास बंक नहीं करनी है, छोड़नी नहीं है. Be regular in classes, okay, especially of gross anatomy. Try your best not to remain absent in class for the gross anatomy. You may remain absent for histology or embryology, okay, or genetics, but yes, you cannot afford to remain absent from the now. Then you should, while you are attending the lecture, you should take proper notes with diagrams during the lecture. Okay. Whatsoever teacher is giving you the diagram, you just try to draw while you are listening to the lecture. Okay, and then the third is to study the gross anatomy. Okay, once you have studied the lecture at your place, I mean say in your college, come to your home, and on the same very day try to learn the same lecture, okay, same region, same structure, okay, at your home. Okay, and how you will learn at your home? You have to sit on a chair, you have to keep your books onto the table. You cannot, okay, uh, learn the gross anatomy while you are walking with the books. Okay, say you are standing, or you are lying down on couch, or you are sitting on sofa. You cannot just learn. You have to sit on the chair and table, okay, with the textbook. Keep your textbooks, whatsoever textbook is prescribed by your college. You kept a rough notebook, keep the color pencils, okay, and then you also should purchase a gross anatomy atlas, which will help you a lot, okay, because interrelationship of the various organ blood vessels, okay, with each other is not easily understood just by reading from the textbook. You have to see the diagram again and again, which are better given in a gross anatomy atlas, which will tremendously help you to understand the relationship with each other. Okay, most of the, I mean to say, medical school, they don't prescribe or they don't recommend the anatomy atlas, but those who want to score very good marks, they should go for an anatomy atlas also. Okay. The fourth hint which I want to give you for the gross anatomy study is that while you are reading the topic which was taught in the lecture, that means regularly you will have to do that. Okay. You will learn it from your textbook, whatsoever textbook is a recommended textbook, or whatsoever class notes you have taken. Okay, and then you again in a rough notebook keep on revising this, keep on noting the headings of the various lectures and important points in lectures, okay, in your rough note. And while you are reading, keep on drawing the maximum number of the rough diagrams, okay, while you are excuse me, you should draw so many rough diagrams. Okay, practice the rough diagrams and at the same time label them. Okay, this will record the relationship in your mind and the structure in your mind. This will give you a practice of drawing the diagrams also, because see these underlying lines. Remember that the gross anatomy cannot be learned without learning the diagrams. Without learning how to draw the diagrams, you cannot learn the, okay, this anatomy, gross anatomy. For gross anatomy, practice as much as possible very simple diagrams, okay, very simple diagrams in your rough notebook. You should try to learn. Okay. Now the sixth hint which I want to give you for newly admitted student is that once you have studied a topic, okay, at your home, okay, you have finished roughly your topics with your notebooks, with your, I mean say, class notes and then your textbook, okay, make the final notes of that, okay, make the final notes of that topic in your fair notebook, in your fair notebook, with the diagrams drawn in color pencil. I am going to give the next video for how to draw the diagrams, okay, what are the color codes of drawing this, because you cannot draw the diagrams as you like. There are some codes, okay, some rules and regulation in gross anatomy to draw the diagram, which I am going to record in the next video, right? Now this fair notebook will help you to revise the topic before examination. Okay, so always make a fair notebook where you have recorded all this your topic. Okay, once you finalize your topic, record it. Okay, I mean say write it into your fair notebook. Okay, once you are ready with the topic, learn, discuss this with your friends, or better, teach him or her. Okay, why I am saying that? Once you will discuss with your colleague, your friend about that topic, okay, you just teach him. Okay, best way of teaching is, I mean say, learning is to teach. Okay, it is the best way. Okay, so you try to teach him, okay, and then ask him to teach you, and then you discuss among yourself, so that it will be very much beneficial. Okay, this will be very much beneficial. Let's go to the, after once you have done, I mean say, in your classroom you have I mean to say, you have attended your lecture, then you will be sent to the dissection hall, which will be, okay, 2 hours, okay, at least 5 days in a week, 2 hours each day for, okay, and that's why the dissection is very important. Never bunk a dissection class, as dissection is the best method to learn the gross anatomy. Why it is best method to learn the gross anatomy? Because it is said that कि अगर आप कोई चीज देखते हैं तो थोड़ी देर याद रख पाएंगे, हाथ से करेंगे तो बहुत देर याद रख पाएंगे, या सुनेंगे तो बहुत ही कम देर, या सुनने में बहुत कम है, देखने में थोड़ा ज़्यादा देर तक आप उसे याद कर पाएंगे, रख पाएंगे। और अगर हाथ से खुद ही करेंगे, अपने हाथ से डिसेक्शन, एंड यू शुड ऑलवेज डू द डिसेक्शन विथ योर ओन हैंड। ऐसा नहीं कि आपका पार्टनर कर रहा है और आप बैठ के आराम कर रहे हैं डिसेक्शन हॉल में, वो नहीं होना चाहिए। आपको खुद सब कुछ अपने हाथ से डिसेक्शन करना पड़ेगा अगर आपको इजिली लर्न करना है एनाटॉमी। ओके, एंड व्हाट आई एम एम्फेसाइजिंग, about this dissection is regularity. Because अगर आप डिसेक्शन हॉल में किसी दिन नहीं गए और उस पार्ट का डिसेक्शन हो गया तो वो तो पार्ट चला गया, वो फिर से आपको बाद में थोड़ी मिलेगा, वहाँ पर कुछ नहीं होगा. Okay, say for example, if you are learning the relationship of the uterus or dissection of the uterus or any artery and its branches, yeah, your classmates will complete that dissection, and next day there will be nothing for you to see. Okay, nothing for you to dissect. Okay, so it is necessary for you to attain the dissection and do it with your own hands. Okay, because when you are dissecting, you see the relations of the structure, what lies in front of it, what lies behind it, what lies above it, what lies below it, what lies onto the sides. Okay, and this will be recorded, and when you are handling this relationship with your fingers and seeing it, then this will be recorded in your mind. So in summary, I would like to say that how to study the gross anatomy is that first 15 days you devote completely to the general anatomy thoroughly. Okay, and I think it will not take more than 15. It usually takes 10 days. Okay, 10 days, and then you understand the general anatomy thoroughly, because it will form the basis of your gross anatomy. And then before learning anything on anatomy, learn the bones, okay, or which is called as osteology part, okay, of that particular uh, region before going to lecture or to that of the dissection hall. Okay, dissection hall. Then, and this how you can learn, you will have to purchase the bones. Nowadays the cheap bones are artificial bones, plastic bones are available. That is not good, but it will be helpful to you. It will, because the real bones are difficult to gain and say obtain, and they are very expensive. Okay, so you should hold the bone in your hand while you are reading the bones. Okay, you cannot run just by textbook without the bone. Bones should be in front of you while you are reading. Okay, so learn the topic from the lecture notes, from textbook, as I said you, draw the diagrams and prepare the final notes. Complete the dissection of the region regularly. Okay, that means you should not bunk your dissection. But then I will lastly like to tell you that from where to study the general anatomy. Okay, for those Indian students who are in India or in the neighboring countries, I will recommend, okay, I am not forcing you, because this general anatomy book which you are seeing is written by me, and I'm not forcing you, but I'm recommending you, because it is the most simplest book, containing only 150 pages, which you can easily finish in 10 to 15 days. There are plenty of diagrams and written in very simple language. It is in its 4th edition, but I will never force anybody to read my. I have plenty of books. I have authored about 10 books in course related to anatomy, but I never force to my student whatsoever you like. But at least I can recommend you that, because it is the most simplest book to understand, written with the, I mean to say, idea to for the students who are newly admitted, they don't know the languages, they, I mean say, English language, they have come from the Hindi medium schools. Okay, and with this idea I have written and made it very simple. Thank you very much for watching this video on how to study the gross anatomy. I will just record few more videos for the newly admitted student. Thank you very much once again for watching this video.